Greetings everyone, my name is Attorney Yaida Ford and I am here to give you the latest coronavirus legal update in the District of Columbia, and just kind of the latest on what's happening with the Omicron variant here in Washington DC, and as it relates to the mandatory COVID-19 vaccination policies in the workplace. So we've been talking about that. I've been talking about that for the last couple of videos. And just last night, it's been reported that the first Omicron cases were found in the district. Certainly it's 4 young folks. All 4 of them have been fully vaccinated. And one of them at least is from Georgetown University. We don't know whether that's a student or a faculty person. But this happened after the Thanksgiving holiday, and this really goes back to the point that I made in my last video about the effectiveness of mandatory vaccine policies. It doesn't stop the spread of the virus, as we've seen, and certainly if these are the first 4 known cases, so the Omicron variant is probably here and just going undetected, particularly if it's in a vaccinated individual who's not required to test because of the fact that they're vaccinated. But what we've seen, and one of the things that I've been saying and urging employers to do, is revisit these mandates, and really to ensure safety, everybody needs to test. And sadly, because the Omicron variant is, as I understand it, more contagious but less deadly. And all these individuals, there was some asymptomatic, and then some of the symptoms were very mild because of the winter time, and people get sniffles and flu and sick. People may not be so quick to test for the virus, especially if they're vaccinated. So the narrative that's been created is that if you're vaccinated, you're fine. And I've had people personally tell me that. Oh, I'm vaccinated. I'm like, why are you not wearing a mask? Why are you not, And they're like, well, I'm vaccinated. So, and I'm like, the thinking behind this is so fallacious, and so the virus continues to spread. And so again, I think for the purposes of workplace talent and historic knowledge, as people are forced to retire or just leave, especially teachers in the district of DCPS, I've been getting calls about teachers who are just being forced out because they are not vaccinating, even though they've never tested positive, and teachers in their environment are testing positive who are fully vaccinated because they're not testing. And so, it's an issue that I'm prayerful that employers will revisit, because what we're doing by mandating the vaccine actually isn't stopping the spread. Okay, people are, I get comments from people, oh, well, vaccines reduce hospitalizations. That's not what I'm talking about. And that's not what the policies are geared to do. They're not geared to reduce hospitalizations. They're geared to reduce the spread. They're geared to increase or enhance protection and workplace safety. So it's not working. And the only way for it to be more effective is to make sure that everybody tests. And if we're so about safety, and if we're so about protecting one another, testing really shouldn't be controversial. It just shouldn't. Anyway, this is just the latest here. Prayerfully, we won't get many more cases like this. I am thankful that the research is showing that the variant is not, this current variant is not deadly or as deadly. But again, just want to keep the conversation going and evolving around whether or not these mandates in the workplace are effective, because we know that certainly the vaccinated people are still spreading it, and we need to find a more effective baseline to protect our workers, to protect our employees, so that people aren't forced out of their careers behind this. So thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.